Hi, I'm Nicole.
And I'm Jason.
And this is Husband Tea Torture. Alright, so welcome back to another episode of Husband Tea Torture. Every episode we drink two teas, one that I think Jason will like and one I don't think he'll like. Right. Our first tea today is Nara Black from Postcard Teas. So this is a Japanese black tea. Now we know that Jason doesn't like Japanese green tea, but I think he would like a Japanese black tea. So let's give it a try.
Let's do it.
Alright, so our water is at about 195, so not quite boiling. Relax. And we're going to let that brew for about 3 minutes.
3 minutes?
3 minutes.
That's safe?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Usually we're like 15 seconds, 20 seconds, 30 seconds. 3 minutes.
That's when you're brewing Gong Fu. So we are not brewing Gong Fu, so.
I don't know.
So I'm brewing an Kyushu, just kind of similarly to how you would brew a Japanese green tea. I think you're gonna like this one.
You're gonna like this one?
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna find out soon.
All right, so let's get pouring.
How old is that?
Huh?
Not the tea, the
teapot?
the whatever it's called.
Kyushu?
Kyushu.
I'm trying to think. I've had it for a while. I bought this.
I'm just asking because it has like one of like those vintage colors. Like, you know what I mean? It's like it looks old. No, not to be mean.
Yeah,
you know?
well, no, it's the type of clay. So Tokoname in Japan has like a red colored clay, and so that's what the pots are made out of.
It's like that flower pot color.
Yeah, like terracotta almost.
Yeah, I guess that's what I was thinking of.
Yeah. All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. But yeah, so Japan is definitely not known for their black teas. They're much more known for green tea. Green tea makes up over 90% of the tea that they make. So this one's a bit unusual because of that.
So this 10% is the good stuff. I don't like green tea.
This is not green tea. No, it's black
No, but I'm saying, I don't like green tea.
As far as you're concerned, it's the good stuff.
As far as exactly, that's what I meant.
Yeah. Japanese black tea is more experimental in a way because it isn't something that they typically make.
It's really weird how
nowadays.
the heat doesn't really transfer.
No, the
handle.
handle is hollow, so the heat really doesn't transfer there at all.
I don't know what it smells like yet. I don't want to say it smells generic.
Okay.
Like, if I was going to sniff a tea, like, that's what I'm thinking tea's going to smell like.
Yeah. I mean, that smell is basically black tea smell. Like, what you would consider as just, like, the smell of tea.
Oh. So, black tea smell.
Yeah. Alright. Ready to try?
Yes.
Okay.
That's good. Not too bitter.
Okay. What I like about this tea, it's super sweet.
It is sweet.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's like fruity sweet, but it's sweet.
It's almost more of a woody sweet to me.
You have like a little bit of smokiness to it, like the sweetness.
Yeah, I can definitely see that.
It's good though. I like it a lot.
Yay.
This is actually really good. And notice though, if I find a tea like this that I do like, and I drink it too fast,
Okay.
I feel like my mouth gets very dry.
Yeah, I mean black tea has tannins and, can be drying if you.
Almost in the places where wine would get me, like on the side of my tongue,
Yeah.
roof of my mouth. Like,
Definitely.
places like that really dry me out.
It's all the same, dynamic that does that to your mouth.
A lot of teas do that to me though.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you've told me a million times. And thankfully it's a question
Okay.
I haven't asked on camera yet. What's with the slurp?
It just helps you taste. So you don't have to be extravagant about it, but it basically, just like a wine taster or, even a professional tea taster, this is what they would do, is it kind of just helps get the tea into all the different parts of your mouth.
Because there's been like times like, I'll be playing on my Xbox or I'll be sitting on the computer and I just here.
I slurp very quietly. Don't believe him. At all. But it does help you taste the different parts.
Like, I'm not bragging on you. Like, I know what you're doing over there. It's like you're doing like tea work or I know you're trying to like taste the tea out your blog or something like that. Yeah. I know that's what you're trying to do. I knew you were doing it for a reason. It's just like I like nobody just sits there and drinks like that for a reason. Unless you're like 5, then you definitely do it for a reason.
Now, I know you don't like floral teas, but I feel like the aftertaste of this tea is very floral. Like, if you just kind of
I'm
feel the aromas in your mouth at the end.
I'm getting that, yeah.
Right?
I'm definitely getting it. It's not strong.
No, it's very subtle.
It's really subtle.
Mm-hmm.
I know I don't like floral, but it's not going to be like where I'm not going to like this taste.
Yeah, it's a very subtle, lingering aftertaste. It's not like bam. Floral.
No, it's good.
Yeah.
The initial taste I like a lot.
Good.
The initial taste is really nice. Sweet, smooth.
Mm-hmm.
It's not astringent.
Yeah.
At all, except for like I said, like the parts where you drink tea, you feel like you get like that, like you might if I just drank this whole cup, like boom.
Yeah.
Like I would feel like a lot of the moisture was taken out of my mouth, almost.
Well, I think you're maybe more sensitive to that too. That like the more tea you drink, the less you're gonna notice that.
I mean, I am only 4,697,000 cups behind her.
That's all.
That's it. A little bit of work. No, but I did like this.
Good.
It was good.
Very good.
Forget what it was, but all I know is that it tasted good.
It's a black tea from Nara in Japan. From Postcard Teas. They're a very well-known tea company in London. Let's go for round number 2 of T1. I know you like these. Do you want some wagashi to go with your Japanese tea? Oh, you only get these when we're having Japanese tea. That's the rule.
I went for the biggest one last time.
Uh-huh.
You're like, of course, I went for the blue one last time.
Mm-hmm.
I think I have to stay with tradition.
Yeah?
I have to stay with it.
Okay.
They probably all taste the same.
They're literally the same. So wagashi is a Japanese sweet that's just basically made out of sugar. But they're taken with tea to kind of help with the bitterness.
Do some people drop them in the tea?
No, that's
Isn't it it's...
That's a sugar cube.
It's a sugar cube.
Yeah, that's not a thing.
It might have been fancy sugar cube. I don't know.
I mean, you could, but I would frown upon it heavily.
Will it taste different this time?
It might taste a little different. Not a whole lot, though.
It doesn't look any much darker. It's
No,
good,
yeah, about the same. Oh my god.
What? Have I been filming with this on? I knew. Well, can't erase that part of the episode.
That's hilarious. Like, what's on your shirt?
Unbelievable. How can I not see that? It was right there. I'm looking at myself. Ugh. Leave it to me. You know what? I've never worn this shirt before, and I literally have just taken it out of the bag. And I know they come with 3 stickers on them. I took 2 off, and I was like, can't find the other one. Oh well. Can't believe I did that.
I can't.
You can. You can. See what she thinks of me? Sorry I ruined your episode of my sticker.
Okay.
You're like, it ruined. It was great.
That's going in the bloopers.
First 25 minutes of the episode's going in the bloopers, apparently. Round 2?
Round 2.
All right. It's opened up more.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to say like that it's more bitter, but I feel like it might be the slightest bit more.
Yeah, no, the tea's had a chance to open up, so that's definitely. And the tricky thing with black tea is, like, you can see the leaves are actually still not. They're not super dark.
No.
So the oxidation was not exactly 100%. And I find a lot of times you get that in places that don't necessarily specialize in black tea, that they actually do make them a little bit on the greener side, since they're not as experienced with making them.
Is that because of oxidation or roasting?
Oxidation.
Okay. I feel like I maybe like a little fruitier.
Yeah, I can definitely see it's fruitier. Mm-hmm. Kind of like dark fruits, like
yeah, like berries or not berries essentially.
almost like pomegranate. Like,
see, I don't really know what pomegranate tastes like. I don't think I've ever had one actually.
And it's kind of tart. Like, it almost has a tartness to it.
It does now that I'm thinking about it.
Mm-hmm.
Not necessarily sour, but like
Yeah.
It is good though.
Yeah, I'm glad you like it. Gonna have your wagashi.
No, that's gonna be my intermezzo.
Oh man.
It's pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously hand painted. Looks like it was hand painted.
Maybe.
Or was it?
It was pretty inexpensive.
It's nice though.
Mm-hmm. It was pretty inexpensive though, so it might not be.
Like whenever I see it now, I think it's like like pottery, like somebody was making like a plant pot and just like ran out of like didn't have enough. I mean, just because of the color, not because of the look.
Yeah, no, it definitely has like a almost terracotta look to it.
It's probably how hollow that is.
Mm-hmm.
So cool. Assuming that's why the heat doesn't transfer.
Yeah.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
You've had that one ever since we've been together, haven't we?
We were together maybe a couple of years.
You've been together for 800 years.
It feels like it.
We'll talk about that later. How do I always drink my finger up? Got that. I'm gonna poke myself in the eye. It's good though.
Yeah.
It opened up a little more, like a little fruitier.
Mm-hmm.
Like I wouldn't say pomegranate only because I've never had a pomegranate.
Yeah.
Never had that. A little astringent, not bad. A little more on the second time. It opened up a little more.
Mm-hmm.
Slightly more astringent.
A little bit.
Not much. Like I still get like that real dry feeling if I drink it too fast.
Mm-hmm.
But it's still not overwhelming. But like as it opened up more, just not. I feel like there was more floral on the back end on the first one. There wasn't the second one. I feel like this one, like, there was more about the tea itself than that back end flavor.
Yeah, I definitely think so. It was not as floral. You still had a little bit of that though.
Not much.
Mm-hmm.
Like the first time, there wasn't that much either.
Yeah.
Like,
It was subtle.
I noticed it very little, and then when you talked to me about it, I was like, yeah, I'm getting it now because I'm thinking about it.
Yeah.
So I thought, that's obviously in my head the second time around, but not as deep.
Mm-hmm.
That's part of the tea.
Okay.
Here's sugar.
Well.
Mm.
Oh my god.
Oh, now I'm ready.
Okay. So, ready for tea number 2?
Do I have a choice?
Nope. So, tea number 2, I don't think you'll like, but it's one of my favorite green teas. And so, this is Luo Chun from 7 Cups Fine Teas. And so, the interesting thing about Luo Chun is that I like to brew it a little bit differently than you usually would most green teas.
We're not having 7 cups of it, are we?
We're not having 7 cups of it, no.
That's a lot of water.
It's a cup of water.
It's a lot.
It's a cup of water, literally 8 ounces. All right, so I'm gonna link up here. Not sure which place YouTube will put it, but I'm going to link my Luo Chun Now Brewing video so you guys can get a close-up of how I like to brew this tea. But the secret to Luo Chun can sometimes be a more astringent tea, but what I like to do is to pour the leaves on top of the water instead of pouring the water on top of the leaves. It actually is a bit more of a delicate...
I want to smell it first.
Okay.
I don't know.
It's just a bit more of a delicate way of handling the tea.
Not really getting anything out of it.
Helps to make sure that it's not bitter. So you just pour it in like so, and they will sink like magic. Isn't that pretty?
It happens to most things you put in the water. They
No,
sink.
Not tea. Most tea floats.
Really?
Mm-hmm. But Luo Chun, the leaves are curled, and so that they're like little corkscrews, so that's why they do that. And so we're going to let this brew for 2 minutes.
2 minutes?
Yep. Look at the leaves opening up. Isn't it so pretty? No. And so Luo Chun, the name actually means green snail spring. So it's basically like they are kind of inspired by the shape of a snail shell.
You know, well, the spiral.
Mm-hmm. Right.
It's a lot lighter than I thought it would.
It is a very light tea.
Even though I saw what color it was clearly inside of the container.
Mm-hmm. No, it is a very light tea. And we did go a little bit light since we know that you're not a fan of green tea in general.
Oh, you were nice to me?
Mm-hmm.
That's so sweet.
I can be nice sometimes.
She's like, we're going to do a second brew of this. It's going to be really intense.
Oh yeah, we're definitely going to do a second brew of this.
I'm sure this whole first one's going to get edited out. Butter me up.
So, this isn't something that we're going to be able to get on camera, but you can definitely see from the photography light we've got over here. See all the little floaties?
Looks like dust.
Yeah.
Almost.
So, the Luo Chun's made from buds of the tea plant, just like teeny tiny little leaves. And so those leaves are covered in trichomes. Remember, I think we've talked about it in another episode, like the hairs.
Oh, that stuff, yeah.
But the hairs are good. It's not like people hair. It's like
This don't smell good.
plant hair.
I don't know what it smells like, but hatred.
It smells like hatred, okay.
By the way, if anyone who ever made these teas, and I'm upset that I'm drinking them, don't be offended by that.
Yes, hopefully everyone knows that this is all in good fun. Jason just isn't really much of a tea guy, but obviously you all know how crazy I am about tea.
This is for my wife's entertainment.
It was his idea, don't listen to him.
Happy wife, happy life.
That's right.
I'm going in.
Okay, he's going in. I think that might be the best tea he doesn't like reaction we've had yet.
I'm taking very small.
Yeah.
So, we're still hot. I'm not sure. I'm not getting anything yet.
Okay.
I'm not saying I hate it. I'm saying I don't like it.
Okay.
But it's tolerable.
Tolerable, okay. Now, Luo Chun is known for having kind of like a toasted rice note to it. It won't be like the brown rice tea that we had, but it's super, super subtle. But you can almost kind of see like a subtle toastiness.
A little bit.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit. I mean, excuse me. It's all right.
It's all right. Okay.
I mean, will it be stronger on the next one?
It probably will be. missing. It's like
Sorry?
No, it's okay. It's just having trouble seeing.
I'm not saying I don't like it.
Okay.
Or I'm not saying I don't hate it. I'm just saying something. If you said to me, "Hey, I'm making
Luo Chun.
yes,"
Okay. So it's not for you, but you don't necessarily hate it.
as of right now, yes.
Okay.
It is very subtle.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like in your face. It's not intense.
Yeah.
You do get that little bit of toastiness of it.
Mm-hmm.
But like to me, it doesn't really taste like a green tea.
Yeah. Well, because I think what you think of as a green tea taste is almost like what we had with the Gyokuro.
Like when I think of green tea, I think of like Mountain Dew that's tea.
Yeah, so
Yeah, so-
Gyokuro, Sencha, Japanese green teas are definitely not Jason's jam.
Those are gross.
More tea for me. But
All for you.
Chinese green teas are not made in the same way. So Japanese green teas are steamed, and so that's why you do get a much more deeper, more vegetal taste, where these are kind of fried in a wok. So
Really?
Yeah. So you almost do get like a more of a toasted note to them than you would get in a Japanese tea, definitely.
So far, the one I've hated the least out of both that we've done so far.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm very surprised. I really
Really?
didn't think you'd like this one.
Point for Jason. Well, if you want to do it again, try to like open it up a little more.
Yeah, we can do another brew.
If you want to.
Sounds good. All right, let's go for round number 2. So it is going to be a little stronger because we're pouring the water on top of the leaves too, compared to before when we poured the tea.
Is that because it's like directly getting mixed in?
Mm-hmm.
Now, are you going to steep it longer this time?
I think we're going to go about the same.
The water automatically looks like foggier.
Yeah, because we're stirring up all those trichomes.
You can see them in there.
Mm-hmm.
You can. That dirt floating around in there.
It's not dirt.
No, it's not dirt. But I call it dirt.
Trichomes make it taste nice.
Garlic makes things taste good too.
Okay, so let's go for round number 2. What?
Just looking at the camera like, why am I doing this?
It was your idea.
Stop telling them that. Even if it's true or not. Sorry.
It's okay.
Might not be the best place for the teapot.
But I'm right-handed, so
I
it's
know,
gotta
I know,
go.
I know.
Okay. So let that cool
Yeah, it's
off
hot.
a little bit.
It's hot. So what's that? Oh, it has a screen through the holes.
Mm-hmm. There's a filter at the top.
Yeah, I got you. Oh, it's at the top. Okay, I got you. No, I saw this. I wondered if there's screens in the hole area. We'll go.
Okay.
I'll take the risk. Oh, I definitely like it less this time.
Definitely like it less.
Oh yeah. The flavor profile is
It's
much
more,
higher.
more vegetal this time, right?
Way more.
Yeah.
It's just like
Yeah.
before. It's like the first time it felt like it was tea that was like extremely, extremely diluted.
Mm-hmm.
Like where it was just like you make an iced tea mix. There's only a little bit of powder left, but
Yeah.
you still fill the jug up to the top.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you know what I mean with that. But this time it feels like the tea is just much more infused,
Oh yeah.
which is not good. I mean, that don't taste good at all. No.
I think it tastes just about the same, just a little stronger.
A little stronger is still bad.
It is.
In my case.
It is vegetal, but it's also very sweet, and you do get that toasted rice note.
Trying to find something good in it.
Okay.
But I am getting the toasted rice note. I am getting that.
Not your jam?
Yeah, but do you ever not like something? Like where you drink something you don't like.
Okay.
But you can't really figure out why you don't like it. It's just like there's just a taste in there that you don't like, but you really just can't get your finger on it. I'm trying to figure out what that is.
No, I know what you mean, definitely. I mean, I know you definitely don't like vegetal notes in tea.
I know, no, I don't know.
So it's not the same vegetal note that you would have like a Japanese tea, so it's not like seaweedy. But it's almost like, maybe like asparagus.
I hate asparagus.
Maybe that's why
I literally hate asparagus. Great. Come on, let's go.
Okay.
Let's get this over with. That's enough. That's yours.
Okay.
It's my gift to you.
Thank you so much. You're so generous.
No, best puppy ever. Woo! It's way hotter when it just comes out of there and goes in there. It is veggie. It is. It's.
I mean, and it's supposed to be. Like, green tea is supposed to have that.
Now, to you say it didn't open up as much from the first to the second one.
I mean, it did.
To me, it's like, to you it might be like there to there. To me, it's like there to there. Also, it's something I'm not used to.
Of course, yeah. No, definitely. And brewing this way, your first brew, the way I poured the leaves in on the top, that does make your first brew very gentle. But I like that. That, like, you get that gentleness and you get all that sweetness, but then you get a little bit more bam and oomph on your second.
I did too like it the first way.
Well, I can't really pour the leaves back on top when they're already on the bottom.
You can. Okay. Take them out, you dump them out, put water in, put the leaves back in again.
That would be a lot of work. And a big mess.
But you did it out of love, remember that.
The leaves get very sticky once they're wet. Took it like a champ.
The one thing that I definitely liked it less on the second one.
Yes.
I just did.
That's fine.
The only decent part to me about it, decent is a horrible word to say about that. The only good part about it is the toastiness stays.
Yeah.
Like that toasty rice feeling. This feeling.
It's like a nice aftertaste because of that.
It is. I mean, like I didn't like it while I was drinking it. I didn't hate it though. It wasn't like it was horrible. It wasn't like some of the episodes where she gave me the tea and I just wanted to run away. But it was tolerable. Excuse me. The second one became a little more out of my league than the first time. Wasn't the worst. But it does have a fairly nice aftertaste. Like that toasty aftertaste.
Okay. That's not too bad. Considering.
She gives me notes before the show. No,
For the record, we do not do that at all.
I'm just sitting like
Totally Jason's organic reaction to the tea. Alright, so T1 was a success.
T1 was really good, and it's and usually I'm not a fan of floral, and it had a little floral aftertaste, but it was good.
Yeah.
It was very good.
Okay, good. Alright, well, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure that you let us know in the comments what tea you would like Jason to drink on the next episode. Keep an eye out for episode 10 because we're going to do an Instagram live Q&A session so you guys can ask Jason all of your burning tea questions. But until then, we will see you guys next time.
Let's dance.
Oh, yeah. Really? Oh my god.
We're recording?
We are recording.
Hi, welcome to Husband Tea Torture. That was our show. Good night. Bye. See you next week. That was a great episode, honey. Everything was delicious.
For the record, we haven't even started yet.
That's the best part.
No, you didn't. When did you do
A
that?
little bit of scotch
When did you pour that?
before the show.
And you didn't get me one?
You got tea.